Hello students, today we are going to learn lesson number 15, conjunctions. So let's get started. Conjunctions are the words used to join other words, phrases and clauses in a sentence. Now you know that words are there, you know phrases, you know clauses. Wait, do you know phrases and clauses? Let me tell you what are they. Phrases do not contain a subject and a predicate, whereas clauses contain a subject and a predicate. Phrases cannot convey a complete thought, whereas clauses can sometimes convey a complete thought. Phrases cannot stand alone, but the independent clauses can stand alone. For example, you can see that if I frame a sentence, I laughed at a funny joker. Here I laughed at a funny joker. If I put a full stop after laughed, then I and laughed makes a complete sense or a complete thought. That means it is a clause. But if I say only at a funny joker, so here at a funny joker is the phrase because it does not contain a verb, it does not contain any subject. So there is a difference between phrase and clause, and the conjunction functions of joining them. Means conjunction क्या काम करता है? Conjunction is to join these two things, or you can say that two different phrases or two different clauses can be joined with the help of conjunction. Now let's talk about the types of conjunctions. There are three types of conjunctions. First is coordinating conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions are used to join two or more clauses of equal importance. Means you join two independent clauses together. For example, he was angry for he had been wronged. They were happy and excited at the same time. So here, some of the common coordinating conjunctions are for, and, nor, but, or, yet and so. Can you see that by these or by joining the initials of these words we have an acronym, that is fanboys. So if you want to remember the types or the examples of coordinating conjunctions, you can remember this, that for, and, nor, but, or, yet and so makes fanboys. So basically, what is a coordinating conjunction? A coordinating conjunction is to join two or more clauses together. Now let's talk about the next type of conjunction, that is correlative conjunctions. What are they now? Correlative conjunctions are used in pairs to join two independent clauses. Now here we have two independent clauses which, if not joined together, can make or can stand their own on their own. Means they have their own individuality. Now, for example, you can see, no sooner had he submitted his test than the bell rang for recess. Neither did he take permission to stay back after the match, nor did he come home on time. So, if you can see the second example, if we say that he did not take permission to stay back after the match, as well as we can say that he did not come home on time. This shows that by separating these two clauses individually, they can create their own meaning, or they have their own individual meaning and sense. So when we join such two independent clauses together, we need conjunctions, and such conjunctions can be correlative conjunctions because they are joining two independent clauses. The commonly used correlative conjunctions are either or, neither nor, as, dash as much, as many, and no sooner than. Students, you know the use of either or and neither nor. To show the choices, we use either or and neither nor. Whereas not only but also and both and are used to join sentences in which both the options are presented, can be chosen, or both conditions are fulfilled. For example, you can see, not only is he rich, but he is also a social worker. Here the same idea is going on, but if we separate them, it can be, he is rich, he is a social worker. If we speak these two sentences or two clauses separately, they can frame out to two individual sentences. So when we have two individual sentences and we want to join them, then we use correlative conjunction over there. I hope till here you don't have any problem. Let's move to the next topic or the next type of conjunction. That is subordinating conjunctions. What are they now? Subordinating conjunctions are used to join dependent clauses to the main clauses. Now let's see the example first. I made you breakfast while you were feeding the cats. Here you can see that I made you breakfast is the dependent clause over you were feeding the cats. So sometimes we have such sentences where we have two types of clauses, that is main clause and the dependent clause, and to show the link between the two we use subordinating conjunctions there. So here are some of the examples of conjunctions. Let's see what are they. Conjunctions, for example, if, unless, so that, in order that, since, as, therefore, though, although, if, even if, where, wherever. These are some examples or the types of subordinating conjunctions you can see. Now let's see one more additional topic, that is using if and unless to express conditions. We use if and unless to join conditional sentences. If is used with positive sentences, while unless is used with the negative sentences. If he apologizes, he will be forgiven. You can see that if he apologizes, then the other sentence or the conditional sentence will be positive in nature. Whereas if I use unless, then the next sentence will be negative in nature. You can see, unless he apologizes, he will not be forgiven. So this is the way we can use the conjunctions. I hope that the chapter is clear to you. Still, if you have any doubt, you can ask me on ERP. Thank you, students.